What's up YouTube, it's Verdix and I'm bringing you guys another commentary. We're once again going to be playing some League play, and this time we're going to be playing CTF on the map Express. As you can see right there, we're actually playing 3v4 in this match against a full team. So I was in the lobby with my teammate Underperforms and he ended up lagging out. So I wasn't very confident going into this game, which is, you never want to, you always want to be confident and you always want to feel like you can win the match still. But as most of you may know, when you're playing League play and you're playing 3v4, you don't really have, like, the other team obviously has the advantage. And if they're playing with a full team, they definitely have a huge advantage. So it was kind of surprising. These kids were really bad, honestly, because any team that was halfway decent would not allow you to do that to them. But I'm going to give you guys some CTF tips in this gameplay since it was only 5 minutes. Other team ended up raging. So what I did just there with that pull, I ran down that right side of the map without getting into a single gunfight, didn't see a single person, but I saw my teammate spawn down there by the tunnel. So once I saw him spawn down there, I decided to pull towards him, which is something you always want to do as the objective player for your team. You never want to pull away from your teammates. That's just, you're running right into the enemies, and that's just a free kill for them, and then they can cut you off and get a return. So you're not really helping yourself, and you're not really helping your team. So that's why you always want to pull towards your teammates, but you don't always want to pull the flag. And when I say that, I mean, later in this gameplay you'll actually see an example of it. When I say that you don't always want to pull the flag, I mean that maybe the enemy team has pulled your flag. You don't always want to counterpull, and sometimes it's smart to counterpull, but most of the time you only want to counterpull when you have like some cover from your teammates. And right here is where I decided to sit and get this cutoff for my team instead of counterpulling. I saw my teammate go down in the back of the spawn. I actually just heard him reload. I saw my teammate go down back there, and then I saw that they were pulling this way, so I knew that I could get this cutoff. My teammate actually ends up coming back and taking that kid out in their spawn. So I get this cut off, I see both of these kids. My teammate kills the kid in their spawn and then comes up and kills this kid with the riot shield, or assault shield I guess. So I decided to escort this kid, and that's another thing you want to do when you're playing objective for your team. You always want to be near the objective, which is why you're playing the objective. So even when you're not carrying the flag, you want to be supporting your flag carrier. And that doesn't mean just run right on top of him, because that's just an easy two-piece for the other team. But you want to be watching certain ways the enemies could come from, and you want to be, when you're playing with a team, you always want to be calling out where your teams are coming, where enemies are coming from. That's just a given, everyone knows that. But when you're playing pubs or something, or you're not playing with anyone you know, just cover your flag carrier and try to make sure that no one's able to sneak up and get him. Right there, actually, that kid came from the bridge, which I thought the flag carrier was watching, so I decided to watch under him. The kid ended up coming up there and actually killing him. But it's alright, we end up getting this pull off, and I don't know for sure if we end up getting this cap. But, yeah, we ended up getting this cap. It was honestly a pretty good pull by him, because he saw everyone, like, piled up on that side of the map for the enemy team, so he pulled away from them into the middle of the map. Instead of, most of the time, you would want to pull down the side that I am pushing down right now, like this right side of the map. That's where you would normally want to pull, or you would want to pull through the trains. But he saw that their teammates were all spawning, the enemy team was all spawning over there, so he just pulled through mid. So that was a really good play by him, and he ended up getting that cap and put us back in the lead 2-1. I'm going to talk about some class setups for capture the flag. Alright, when you're playing the objective role, you obviously want to be using an SMG of your preference, of course. And I would suggest for perks, I would suggest lightweight, of course, because you want to be quick, you want to be able to run those flags back and forth as fast as possible. And then I use Ghost because I'm the kind of player that when the enemy team pulls a flag, I like to sit in their base and maybe get a cutoff, unless I have my teammates there to support me in a counter pull. So I don't like them being able to call in a UAV and just know right where I am. So that's why I use Ghost. I use Toughness, obviously, because I don't like my gun flinch. Dexterity, so this is the same class I was using in my past commentary, so it's the MP7 Quick Draw on FMJ. Dexterity is once again not for the quicker aim after sprinting, it's for the quicker climbing so that I can be more mobile. And then tactical mask so that when the enemy team puts shock charges down, I can just run straight over them and not have to worry about them. And when they stun me, I can just keep going. If you want to use extreme conditioning, I would suggest taking off dexterity and not tactical mask, because shocks and stuns are ridiculous. But that's all I got to say for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe.